What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be going over talking about the downtown drop, the downtown set coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM featuring Dark Matter Mike Conley, Minnesota Mike getting a card. I wish I could sit up here and tell you guys that Mike Conley would be an absolute stud on this game. But you see Mike Conley and John Stockton. Oof is all I can really say. Now, I guess if you do open the downtown packs and want, that you basically equal chance box topper, you have an equal chance to get Shawn Kemp or RIK SMITS compared to John Stockton, Mike Conley. So I guess you got a 50% chance of getting a pretty good card. As I do think RIK SMITS is going to be really, really solid, which we'll talk a little more about here in a little bit. But yeah, as far as this downtown drop coming tomorrow, obviously it's super packs, okay? Nothing really new there to note, nothing really new there to look at. We kind of know what super packs are. It's what's coming tomorrow. I think Invincible Shawn Kemp, if he does get a change release, has a chance to be pretty solid. I just think the tough part here, at least for me, when I'm looking at this is, I feel like we've got a lot of other good small forwards. Like we've got Kevin McHale, we got Giannis in the game, we got all these other small forwards that are obviously really good. I honestly think, and again, I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about Stockton or Mike Conley. They're just too small to run. But I think the card that really should get people excited tomorrow is RIK SMITS. We saw Dark Matter Taco. And so we kind of know what to expect out of these Dark Matter centers, these Dark Matter big men. But the thing with RIK SMITS is historically when we're talking about 2K and RIK SMITS, he gets cards with really solid releases. You know, obviously last year really didn't see one. But all you got to go back to is 2 years ago at the end of May, we saw RIK SMITS with an 84 3-ball. I think it was a, showdown reward, something like that. He had an 84 3-ball, 81 speed, the KCP base on very quick, which obviously was, is a really solid release. And so if we get a RIK SMITS like that, I'm going to be excited. Because remember, the card is 7'4". And so you're not looking at a RIK SMITS that's going to be undersized or anything like that. I mean, he's going to be 7'4", absolutely massive on the floor. And so I think there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic about what RIK SMITS can provide for you guys on the floor. Again, from top to bottom, for me, when I'm looking at this drop, again, it's just super packs. There's nothing to get that excited about. But when RIK SMITS is in the game, I mean, he is a reason to get excited because even for my No Money Spent squad series, I could use a guy like RIK SMITS. Now, one other thing I want to note about the RIK SMITS card that is coming to my team tomorrow is he does have power forward eligibility. So even comparing him to like Taco, right? Like, you know, that's the one thing about RIK SMITS is he does have that power forward eligibility that people just can't take away from the card, you know? Like, that is super, super, super impactful. Because guess what? If you wanted to, you could run RIK SMITS right alongside next to Taco, which, again, or Yao if you wanted to run him next to Yao. That is just an extra layer to this thing that if they do make RIK SMITS good, you can run him next to some of those other top dogs in the game. And should really level up your squad in a big time way. So that's kind of the card that I'm excited about. And like I said, I'm not going to open packs tomorrow. But if you do, and you do open up the topper for that equal chance, and you get Shawn Kemp or RIK SMITS, I mean, there's a reason to be somewhat excited about that, I guess. Now, again, if you pull John Stockton, Mike Conley, especially the Mike Conley, who is a Dark Matter, all I can really say is I'm sorry, but even the John Stockton is not going to go for much of any MT whatsoever. So, it's another day of super packs. I will say it's your 5th week of super packs. So if you have been kind of grinding out those breakout challenges, or not breakout challenges, but the challenges in your menus, and you've got 4 out of 4, this is going to be your 5 out of 5, or 5 out of 6, I should say. You're getting really close to getting a free 100 overall. It is something, those challenges are really easy to grind. So like if you have been staying up to date on it, that is another reason to be somewhat excited about this downtown drop coming tomorrow. I mean, Mike Conley is one of my favorite players in the NBA, so I wish I could sit up here and say, yeah, like I'm excited about getting Mike Conley, but he's just too small to run. And at the end of the day, I don't like it, but it's just the way it is. Like, I can't control what 2K decides to do. They want to make Mike Conley too small. It is what it is. Like, I can't sit up here and change the fact of that. It's just kind of true that we're getting Conley and Stockton in the same content drop. Like, you'd think maybe 2K would at least make, one of those cards good, but it just doesn't seem like, or make one of those cards not, super small on the floor, but it just seems to me like 2K is is fine, just giving 2 out of the 4 cards really small point guards. So it is what it is. It's one thing that I don't even want to say I'm disappointed, but one thing that I'm kind of annoyed about, like, is the fact that we're getting 2 really small guards in the game tomorrow. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. All you can do is control what you can control. I guess, we're getting 2 troll cards and 2 really solid cards. Like, again, the RIK SMITS card is going to be a really solid card that I think people are going to like if they can end up getting their hands on him. So that's kind of what's to know about the content drop coming tomorrow. It is super packs. I mean, is there a reason to be excited? For me, not really. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot here to be optimistic about outside of RIK SMITS, but that's where I'm at with things. We'll see what they make Shawn Kemp like. Hopefully they really do soup him up, give him one of the best releases in the game, give him Francis, those types of things, but we'll have to see come tomorrow. If they don't make RIK SMITS as good as he deserves, I'm going to be really upset come tomorrow morning. I'm just telling y'all what to expect. If they don't make RIK SMITS as good as he should be, I am going to be upset coming to the game tomorrow, because, again, he needs to be good. Like, for this drop to even be somewhat okay, RIK SMITS needs to be a really good on this game. So that's just kind of where I'm at with this content drop. Let me know, are you guys fed up with these downtown drops? Like, fed up with super packs every Tuesday? I definitely am. And I get up here and vent every, Tuesday about it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, it's what we have. Anything I say or do is not going to change anything. I wish I had a say on what 2K's drops look like, because I would make this game great. But they don't want to, they don't want to do that. So it is what it is. More super packs coming to the game tomorrow. It is what it is. But again, if you don't open packs, at least there are those challenges for you guys to grind out. And again, combine those new challenges tomorrow with the double MT challenges that they added into the game today to really put yourself in a solid position MT wise, right? Obviously continue, to downgrade your pieces, get the extra MT from the event, and you can just slowly watch your MT start to skyrocket like crazy. So again, downtown super packs coming tomorrow. Am I excited? No. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm not excited. I just wish, instead of, this being basically super packs in which you have an equal chance pack, right? Why can't we get challenges for an equal chance pack? I mean, am I asking for too much? Everybody's going to say yes, but, like, those are the things that I think would make this game so fun. If we could grind for a pack that was an equal chance pack, and we have a 25% chance to get Shawn Kemp or RIK SMITS, and the grind wouldn't even have to be that easy. And I don't know, man. I'm asking for too much. I'm trying to think and come up with good ideas, but I know deep down I am asking for too much from this game, and I probably shouldn't get anybody's hopes up. So I think they could do so much with this game, but instead everything is behind packs. So that's what's coming to the game tomorrow. More downtown super packs. No reason to really get super excited. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.